And I'm saying any woman in this 21st century subscribing to the notion that a man, because he may be superior in physical strength over her, should make him the leader over herself, has a misunderstanding regarding leadership. For that thinking is barbaric, man. Brainwashed. Thinking from the reptilian brain, the one back here. A dog uses it to pee on every down like Post singing, I, me, my. It is boundary setting, as he goes around setting up his pea kingdom. The reptilian brain instead of the cerebral cortex, wherein lies the intellect. For leaders are not born, they emerge. In this day and age, in our democratic society, believes, people select a leader, whether male or female, because he, she, we should, able to see further than everyone else. One who visualizes, the one with a vision, and that is so because that person sits on a perch from where he, she is able to see further than everyone else. You with me? Am I wrong? Seeing the aerial view, the big picture, and therefore able to take others into the promised land where he, she could have been, might have been, may have been. He, she is the first to see and know something. Yeah, those are the two things. Able to see further and the first to see and know. Not that others won't also see perhaps at some point, but the first one to see. That is the emergent leader. Thus, no one is born to lead, my friend. Absolutely not. Leaders emerge. They qualify. Oh, by the way, enter your chatter into the feed and I will respond to you. They qualify with their competence and integrity, wanting for everyone else the same things they want for themselves. Nothing more, nothing less. Bruh? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I want to know. Talk to me. Men and women, unlike what you may have been taught, and wrongly so, in your school, at home, in your little church, men and women have the same size brain. Write that down. Don't let anyone tell you differently. Both men and women have masculine and feminine sides. The male logical side, that's the feminine. That's the masculine. The male logical side on the right, which works with the sun, and the female intuitive side, that is lunar, it works with the moon. People were not born to become subjected to others, to be subjects as the colonialist scheme had it. No. They were born not to be enslaved. Only religion does that. And that's a storybook, they subscribe to the storybook. That's a storybook. And what is the purpose of it? To control and exploit. That's what Pope Alexander VI in 1493, that's what he used to give Ferdinand, king, and Isabella, queen, to start colonialism with Columbus. Beating the people into submission. That's how Europe colonized the rest of the world, where in 1498, Alexander VI wrote a decree to Ferdinand and Isabella, authorizing them to use the Bible to declare all non-European lands as heathen, meaning non-Christian, and to use the Bible. Can you imagine the Bible to make the native subjects so as to control them. And where that fail, to enslave. Yeah. However, people continue to live in blindness, having been brainwashed, even though they were born free. Yet they subject themselves to this convoluted kind of thinking. Can you imagine? Because I can't. I can't conceive it. I can't wrap my brain around it. It's because it has become a generational curse to these people. Many of them under my voice. Enter into the chatter feed. Let me hear from you. Deny it. Only with their karma, meaning ability to make choices, that they can change the course, alter the course, of their future, their destiny. Only they, as individuals, can do that for themselves now. Because they're living under this curse, generationally. Man troll, man rule. Man were born to lead, their book tells them. Aye, watch me to suck my teeth. Watch me to suck my teeth. By no longer hearing and believing, nor disbelieving anything from whosoever, regardless, until it enters their experience. That's how I do. I neither believe nor disbelieve any darn thing until it enters my experience. Regardless of who says. It could be the Pope. I don't give two hoots. I neither look up to anyone nor look down on anyone. I see them through a plain mirror for exactly who they are. Yeah. I don't, yeah. And that's how you should be. Otherwise, you're discriminating. No wonder people have drifted away from spirituality. Because of all these ID badges they carry around. And the more ID badges they carry around and screen things through, the farther away they drift from spirituality. Because spirituality has no boundaries. None at all. No kind of ladder to climb. No hierarchy. God is never impartial. Only religion discriminates. Write that down and come back at me. Wherein it comes with biases. Yeah, people need to wake up. Wake up from their slumber. Having been born free, only to put themselves back in shackles mentally, subject themselves to possessors with possessive behavior, calling themselves men or male or whatever, allowing men who are forthright leaders to become bosses over them. Can you imagine? Possessive behavior is a trait of the devil. I will explain to you why. Stay with me. Stay on the line. Don't give up on me now. It allows men who are forthright leaders to become bosses over them. Possessive behavior, the trait of the devil. You only have to look on the streets of Belize and elsewhere to see how the devil has demon-possessed persons walking around butt naked, out of their clothes. You know what a possessor tells you? That what he's doing for you is for your own good. That's how a possessor talks. So you can't catch that possessor with motive. Come on now. Only where you can catch him or her, and usually it's a him, but there are women possessors too. It's by the catching or her by the result of his or her action. Such as the time when, I don't know if you recall it, right on Bell China Bridge. One strong breeze come and it blow up the lady's skirt. And she called it the devil of a wind. I was saying in English, there was a strong wind that came while a young lady was walking across Bell China Bridge, and it blew up her skirt exposing her undergarments, and she called it a devil of a win, judging by the result of its actions. Yeah. So no one is created superior over anyone else. People are created equal, whether male or female. The only distinctions, the distinction is that which is between your leg, your equipment that you use in your bedroom and bathroom. So that, for me, to my mind, correct me, I'm stand to be corrected if you're able. That's the only place for discrimination, in your bedroom and bathroom. Look, you must learn to mingle without becoming entangled. I do it. I don't discriminate. The only place I do that is in my bedroom and bathroom. That's the only place for it in my life. So should it be in yours? Yeah. You know, the Belize Constitution affords every Belizean equal rights. Every single Belizean. And we've had it in action since our independence, 1981. September 21. But we are not enjoying it. Why? Because the politician and the kowtow, then they bow and kiss the ring and kiss the hand, and then bishop and priest. Yeah. They have to be ashamed of themselves. Tail the wag the bloody dog. Yeah, the Belize Constitution already affords every Belizean equal rights. However, with men who only know how to rule with their brain instead of this one, the cabeza, the brain, they're reluctant to pass a gender-neutral legislation. Reluctant. Yeah. To effect the equal right that the Constitutional already affords. Look, let me drive this thing. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you. It is time to purge the Belizean society. I said it. Moi. It is time to purge it. You know, I live in this Buttonwood neighborhood. They describe it as safe, where neither the parents, children, nor grandchildren need protection. Are you hearing me? Section 3 of our Belize Constitution says that the state is responsible to protect the citizenry, and that citizens have the right to life, liberty, and security, which includes, the bundle includes the right to have their homes and properties protected, and the right to public safety and order, referring to these rights as rights to life, as fundamental freedoms, fundamental, rudimentary, basic. Man, we need a government of integrity. A government of integrity would adapt these fundamental freedoms into law. Forthwith. From 1981, this September will make us 45 years of independence, 45 years. Can you imagine? As long as some are not alive. And before, some are not else. They have to make it a policy for every Belizean to live in a safe neighborhood. If you are living in a safe neighborhood, why would you need protection, and from whom exactly? Huh? For every Belizean is supposed to live in a safe neighborhood. Huh? Safe from who exactly? When individuals make up the society. You know, conflict starts within the individual. It's when the individual fails to resolve the conflict within him or herself that she takes it outside. Yeah. So let me wrap this, because if you are living in a safe, let me even repeat that. Abusers such as pedophiles and male chauvinists, do they come from Mars or Pluto? Or do they come out of these neighborhoods, so-called, these homes, so-called, our homes and neighborhoods? Because it is alleged and widely believed that some politicians are paying gang leaders for protection to protect them. That politicians control through their gang leaders the turf. Have you heard that? Instead of teaching women self-defense in order to protect themselves, since time immemorial, society and church have been intimidating women by telling them that they need men in their lives. They need men for protection. And male chauvinists keep abusing this Bible the way the colonialists did, telling women that they must obey their husbands. Can you imagine? And they bite, hook, line, and sinker. They bite, man. Yeah, they are like, what they call the thing, yo-yo. You're jello before you touch her in the tremble. Man, look, in this day and age, it's 21st century. Let me wrap this because look. They tired me. They tired me. This Bible, that's a storybook. Truth is what comes naturally. You know what this show name? Partiality with reality. Truth and reality are related in that truth is something you come to realize for yourself. It's when you go, aha, now I got it. Because reality never changes. It's you who come to realize. Telling women that they must obey their husbands, which in turn cause some men to become possessors. Yeah. And women, yeah. Possession, whether a thing or a person in court, has no rights. You do what you want with your possession. To my mind, every Belizean home needs to be purged using gender-neutral legislation. Purged from predators, most of whom are males. Force right, because they beat it into their head that they are bound to lead. How ridiculous could that be? Men and women are born with the same size brain, unless they have a deficiency. Let that be so. Ito Allah. Gan. Kaya sisaya. Ayo.